before this video and anything else is said, know that anything that is said in this video is not directed to anybody or to harm anybody. It's anything that is included in this video. It's not for promotional for promotion. Do not try and sue. Yeah, man, just a youngin from Los Angeles, from the hood, from another part of the world, trying to make it out. But y'all know that everybody trying to make it out, everybody making it out. And yeah, back and better. No Bryson Tiller. That's why I said what I said, man. Cause man, this world, man, is crazy, man. Like, so full of hate, bruh. Like, not even like, oh man, Bryson Tiller not gonna tell you none. Like, man, you swear, but it's like, besides that point, people be like, man, like, he really just said that. Like, bro, like, just laugh if you think it's funny. If you think it's cringe, just like keep it to yourself, you know? And I'm able to elaborate on these things because I've been in positions where people talk about me, like, behind, in front of my faces, next to me, whatnot, but it doesn't really hurt me. It doesn't hurt me at all now. Like, and when I say it doesn't really hurt me, it's like, it doesn't hurt me at all. But I do just listen to it, and it's like, oh, you feel that way, and that's it, I move on. Like, people who I've grown up around, like people who were there when I was a younger me, is it was like more shy me, more timid me, more like, damn, I'm really here on this earth. Like, but people would try to like take that personality that I was giving out, or I was, and like try to like make them feel better, try to make the most out of me. And yeah, I mean, they got them around. I'm not gonna lie, like that, even that right there gives them like the one up, like for the rest of their lives. Which to me, honestly, I don't care if you succeed in life. By any means, succeed in your life, bro. Like, I don't want to succeed in my life, so why should I hate on you or feel some kind of way when it could just slow me down? How is it gonna make me any better? And yeah, this hate around the world, man, it's just not it. But enough of that. Shout out Rich Off Mills. Just shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. You know, always keep me right, feel me? R-O-M, Rich Off Mills. This is small details, Rich Off Mills. I don't know what it means, Rich Off Mills, but just know it has a meaning behind it. And it's all up to the creator to put it out there. But, you know, Rich Off Mills, I respect the guy. Humble lad. And not only because he's a family member of mine, but, man, when you see somebody just going up, like, what else can you do other to apply? Like, you know, some people will stay quiet. Some will acknowledge you. But just because you don't get either or you're getting just too much of the no noise, doesn't mean you stop, man. Like, most of the time, you're supposed to go for yourself. Keep going on because you believe in yourself. Believe me, I've said it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 3 times, I'll say it as many times as I need to. If somebody doesn't believe in you, I do, bro. Like, I do. Real talk, the reason why I came out here on YouTube is because talking to my social media doesn't really feel too impactful. Like, yes, it gets the word out there, but honestly, I got myself in a circle where I got myself in a circle where I wasn't able to notice that people just think everything's directed towards them. And maybe that's my fault. It's my fault because maybe I took things too personal at some point in my life. And maybe I would just carry myself that way and I didn't notice. So, they say you are who you surround yourself. And I don't blame anybody else but me. Sometimes I start off aggressively and oh well, it's Fulano's fault. It's Witty Woo's who not. But in reality, it's your fault in some sense. Sometimes we're too naive. We're too it's too foggy for us to see, and you don't realize it. Sometimes you just act out of normal reflexes. Sometimes you just get carried that way, and it's like, oh, I didn't know until like 12 months later. Like, oh shoot, like I was blaming others, and whole time it was my fault. And it's fine, if the person doesn't forgive you, or you can't anymore for whatever reason, forgive yourself. Like, damn, I wasn't the best, but I really hope this person is doing great, and just wish them nothing but the best, because now that you're a better person, you would wish you would have done things differently. And there's only like certain points in life, like only certain times, special moments where you can be able to fix it. Like they say, you can't go back fix the past, but you can fix now for a better future. And that's really the only way to go about. I've done it so many times. It's not that I've done it on purpose, but I messed up so many times without knowing, and I've been willing to be a better person. So that's why I could say what I could say now. And I'm not the most perfect person. I don't plan to be, but I do plan on being a better person all the time. I wasn't born an angel or saint, but I was raised by a great amount of people, including my parents, my sisters, and thanks to them, I'm able to be this part of me that you guys see, part that you guys don't get to see. And I always try to do my best. Some questions that I often ask my mom is, damn, how do you do it? Or she even, thankfully, she's able to receive questions as of like, damn, how do you do it to wake up every day, and do this and that? And I think answering this question is able to answer my family members, on like, you don't want to tell your children or, be that role model. You're not telling them, you're showing, that part that you are. Meaning, I don't want my children to be disrespectful, so why should I go on and disrespect people? It's like, if I'm all of a sudden being disrespectful, and it's like, oh well, because I see my mom. But back to the topic of if people are asking my mother, oh, how do you get up every day? Just keep doing your thing. Well, obviously, I'm gonna get up and me as her child, I'm gonna get up and do it in some point in my life. Why? Because I seen my mother do that. I seen my mother do things, And if you don't have that at home, you don't have it around you. You have it here. But if you don't have it at home with your parents, it doesn't mean you don't have a reason. Don't point fingers on my mom doesn't get up. My dad doesn't get up. Man, I wish. Like, I understand for a kid, but even kids are smart nowadays where, like, they get a bug. They start picking up their new skills. Whatever skill it is, they start picking up, they start growing from it. Like, damn, I want to do this when I grow up. I want to do that when I grow up. That, this, that, many things. But just because it's not show to you doesn't mean it can't grow out of you. So I've seen many people whose parents aren't smart, but they outsmarted them in most nice possible way. And that's what, like, I got some things, that's what, like, what got me to be a better person, in other words. But just because it's not at home, en tu casa, no significa que no tienes en ti mismo. Just because it's not in your home doesn't mean you don't got it in you. So, get up, get some money. And I know it's hard right now in this economy, to get money, to make it out of like many things, like the Matrix. That's a great example. People love using the Matrix. But just because you can't get out of a hole doesn't mean there's not a way. Right? You might only have a stick. You might not have a shovel, but you got a stick. Now with that stick, you could throw dirt, scratch, 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 scratch. You might not be able to shovel, but you're gonna be able to, get on top. Eventually, you're gonna build a bigger hole, but enough dirt has been filled up for you to climb up on top and get out of there. So, kind of lost track because, hey, that one hit me too. No, that was, hey. But, many people really don't want to do things that they want to do, meaning like a job, Sometimes the only way out is to get a job and start from there. Just do your best when not being in that place, your job. And believe me, when I say these things, it's always for the better of the person. I'm not charging anybody. I'm not here to, like, I don't know what other thoughts might come across, but I'm here to just, help people out every day, every time, every second that I'm here. And that's always been my mission. But there is times where most of the time I'm doing stuff for myself, if not for my family. And that just something I have to do as a man. So, most of the time it's going to be dedicated towards me and my future, but also for my family because they're my present. And, always find time for yourself and always have a goal. Have a goal and do it. So I'm always going to be here for everybody, but be patient, just because I'm not replying or I'm not, whatever reason, doesn't mean I'm not going to get to you. I will help you out any way I can. Economically, hey, I'm not Jeff Bezos. Shout out to bro. Yeah, man, if I had billions and billions and billions of dollars, hey, take $250,000 here. But that's not the case. So I help people out in the way that I know I can. Getting out of a heavy mental state, depression, but that's the way I could help. Also, achieve things physically, spiritually, mentally, what I'm doing, and economically. I think most of the time it's like you want to hit the lottery, win $3 million in one jackpot, but you can only win like $15, $20, whatnot, by working that with the woo. But realizing that you're able to give up some of your time, that not anybody could just get and hop on there. You're getting your money. There's other places that wish they could be giving up their time to get money. And thankfully, you're able to reach for that opportunity for now instead of doing nothing, because most of the time we are lost and not do anything. It's like, damn, what do I do? But hey, pick up whatever job, pick up whatever hobby, pick up whatever skill, make the best out of it. Meanwhile, you figure out what you want to do. And if you continue doing these videos, oh shit, like this to me, bro. You know, if you continue watching these videos, I'll drop more game. I try to not make these videos boring. Why? Because it's just me, and like a lot of time, it's no bueno. So, yeah, till the next time. Today was be here for you, your family, and be happy. Grateful.